Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome to another Abyssal Legendary Hero Battle. Today we are uniting to defeat the King of Unification, Claude, who has this gold heron circlet. And this map was not the hardest. I actually didn't have much issue with it at all. I think it took me like maybe 10 tries to figure out the Abyssal positioning, and a lot of that was just messing around with positioning and then like C skills and S skills, swapping those around between units. But overall, nothing too troublesome on this map. There are some annoying enemies, but nothing I couldn't really handle. I know I'm not as good as certain people who can do like one-turn clears or Abyssal solos and things like that, but still didn't have too much difficulty with this one. So with that said, real quick, let's take a look at our units. Leading the charge, as always, is our dear Professor Byleth, who is here to teach his dear student that he still knows what he's doing. He is running his standard DC Spurn setup with Aether for some sustain, and then Kestrel Stance gives him a little more oomph and a little more speed, and Joint Drive Attack is very helpful. We're doing a lot of speed and attack stacking on this map to overcome some of these enemies, so Joint Drive Attack, very helpful. Next up is Cutie Boy Klein, finally getting back into the spotlight after a long absence. He's running a pretty basic super nuke setup with double life and death 3 to combo with his Argent Bow for some quads. He's also running Deadeye, which honestly isn't really necessary. I think he'd work just fine with Moonbow, probably even better, but I gave him the Deadeye, he's going to use it, okay? Drive Speed again for that stat stacking, and also Attack Speed Link feeds into that. If I had a lull skill, he'd probably prefer that, but Attack Speed Link still gives him good team support, lets him buff our units up, and also himself, which is pretty helpful for some of these kills with the inflated stats. Next up, our lovely sister Sakura. She is running Palm Staff to reduce enemy attack and speed by 5, which is again helpful for all the stat stacking that we're doing. This basically just lowers them and makes it easier for us to hit our thresholds, get our kills, and so on. Then she's also got Fortress Defres, Wrathful Staff, doesn't really matter, she's not really attacking on this map. Restore is our heal of choice, mostly to negate the penalties. Heavenly Light also gives everyone else some extra sustain, but negating the penalties is the main thing. The healing isn't even as important since Byleth is the main tank and he's got Aether, but being able to turn off certain penalties, very nice, gives her some extra utility. And then Infantry Rush is the main reason I wanted to bring her, because basically it just lets Byleth take Kestrel Stance and Distant Counter without giving up a slot for Flashing Blade, which is just really funny. I would prefer Infantry Flash, but for some reason that skill is still locked to Legendary Marth several years later, very unfortunate. And then Drive Speed just helps everyone secure their doubles. And then finally, Big Bro Seteth, who is here to feed into that idea of stat stacking as well. Spear of Assault gives everyone some extra stats, and then Double Drive Attack to ensure those kills, and also to help Byleth trigger his Infantry Rush threshold. Aside from that, Guard Bearing and Distant Counter lets him tank just a few hits that he needs to tank, and also take out some key threats. Otherwise, nothing too mind-blowing there. And these were the units that I initially wanted to use, so I'm glad that I managed to actually make them all work. Byleth and Seteth are here, you know, because they're thematic, 3 houses. Klein and Sakura, I've wanted to use them for a while, and I haven't really had a chance to, so I'm glad that I found a map that they kind of fit in on. So with that said, enough of my rambling. let's go ahead and go take down Claude, and Teach is going to teach him a lesson. So, starting things off, we're going to have Sedith just toss Klein up, trigger his Link skill, so he can come over here and quad this Lance Fighter, take him down in 3 shots, and charge up his Deadeye for later. Byleth is going to come over and pull him to safety, while also triggering the Link skill again to give himself a nice attack speed boost. And Sakura is just going to come over here and provide drive speed support as well as infantry rush support. So we're going to pass with that. Green Thief attacks into Byleth. Doesn't do much, just gets chopped down and then throws down some debuffs on us. And we are laden with many debuffs. Everyone is very debuffed, -7 to like everything. Very annoying, actually pretty fitting for Claude, I guess, that he's using a lot of debuffs. But if we send Klein up, he can't take out this Cleric, who is quite annoying with Flash and Dazzling Staff. But if we use Sakura's Restore to remove the penalties, like so, suddenly Klein can take out the Cleric, no problem. Bam! Goodbye. And now we're going to have Byleth pull him back to safety, and once again trigger that Link skill for himself, giving him extra attack and speed to help deal with the Red Fafnir and the Red Thief. And Sedith is just going to chill here. Even though he's debuffed, he's going to bait out the Blue Flyer and take them out. And this Blue Flyer could be quite an issue with Blawraven and Triangle Adept giving advantage against 3/4 of our units, but Sedith has us covered. So everyone gets debuffed again. Blue Flyer attacks into Sedith, but we're going to just reduce the damage with Guard Bearing and then double them back and take them out. That's the reason Sakura needed Drive Speed specifically. Otherwise, Drive Attack would be better to help proc Infantry Rush, but that speed was necessary for the double. The Red Thief attacked into Byleth and then fell, but laid down some debuffs, and now the Red Fafnir takes out half of Byleth's health, but we counter back. Can't quite get the kill, but did soften him up for next round. So next we're going to have Sedith take out the Red Fafnir. Goodbye. And going to have Klein move here. Sakura will move here, and Byleth will just pull Sedith away from Claude, so he doesn't get sniped. Axe Cavalier attacks into Sedith, but it's not really an issue thanks to Guard Bearing, even though it looks scary. Sedith will double back, do some damage, can't quite get the kill, but does mess him up pretty nicely. And from here, we're going to have Byleth attack into the Axe Cavalier, hit him with the Aether to recharge, bam, hit him for 68, and now Sakura will move over, restore Sedith, and Sedith will toss Klein up, trigger that Link skill, and Klein is going to come over and shoot down Claude. Hit him with the Deadeye. It's not necessary because his damage reduction isn't actually active, but one-shots him. Goodbye, Claude. And from here, it's mostly cleanup. Green Cavalier attacks into Klein. Almost takes him out thanks to all the life and death that we did, but Klein survives and doubles back for the kill. So now we can send... we're going to send Klein to take out the Red Flyer. Shoot him down. 120 damage. And let's see. We'll have Sedith reposition Klein to safety. Sakura will heal him up with the Heavenly Light, triggered to finish topping off Sedith and Byleth. And Violet can't quite get the kill, so we're going to just leave him here so that they don't come down and snipe Klein. Blue Manakite attacks into Violet. Does a good chunk to him, geez. Damage reduction will save us though, and charge up our Aether. Lance Flyer attacks into Seteth. Guard Bearing reduces that not so intimidating damage even further, and Seteth doubles back for the kill. And we're going to send Violet to take down the Axe Knight, hit him with the Aether, charge back up, and just finish him off. Goodbye. And then Seteth can take down the Blue Manakite. Hanging in there. Good job. And now we've just got this Sword Dragon to deal with. But we'll just go ahead and heal up Seteth. We could have had Klein toss Seteth down, and Seteth could have attacked with Gale Force, but he is pretty bulky, so we'll just chill here and wait for them to come to us. Yeah, Seteth is just barely not getting the kill, but Violet can. Violet gets the kill. You know what? Violet gets the kill. Go take him out, Professor. Bam. Here comes the Aether. Bam. Goodbye. And there we go. Not too bad. It looked pretty intimidating, especially Claude himself. He looked pretty scary, and he does provide a lot of pressure on the map, because if he does reach you and he gets to initiate, even if you manage to survive, then you've got this 80% damage reduced Claude, and that can be annoying considering all the other units that you have to deal with at the same time. So it looks scary, but that wasn't actually too bad. And with that, we earned the Gold Heron Circlet. Very nice. And that's another Abyssal down. Another win for our Angel Army, and I got to even bring in some old faces that haven't been shown for a while, so that makes me really happy. So thank you guys, as always, so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and maybe even got some ideas of your own. Infantry Rush Sakura is still just really funny to me. But until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon signing out.